So this is my first video, bear with me. I have been researching to try to figure out how to test these flame sensors in the Duke broilers. It's a flame rod actually. It's called a flame rectification circuit. This induces a voltage into the flame conducts the voltage to ground. The module measures that voltage in microamps. So to test either of the three flame sensors on a Duke FB series broiler, you'll need to have a meter that reads in microamps. It's a DC measurement. Most field piece meters probably have this reading. You see the UFA, that's microamps DC. What you'll do is you'll connect your meter in line with the flame sensor. So one end of the meter, I have the red wire hooked to this green test lead, which will be hooked to the sensor terminal on the ignition module. Not easy to do, don't get shocked. Other end of the meter will go to the flame sensor, flame rod, whatever you want to call it. Made that connection right here. This flame sensor is for the lower burner on the Duke FB series broiler. It's located behind the rear panel. This is it right here. Okay, I have my meter hooked in circuit with that sensor. You'll see it reading 0 microamps. I turn the broiler on. Bottom burner lights. We instantly get a microamp reading of approximately 4-ish. That indicates it's good. Now you'll notice if I pull this sensor out of the flame stream right here, you'll hear the ignition start. When I push it back in, the ignition shuts off. When I pull it out, we lose our flame rectification current, which is in microamps DC. When I push it back in, we get it again. Simple way to check that sensor. As long as you have the DC microamp reading, which I'm trying to get to focus, DC microamps. And as I pull the sensor out and we drop microamps, you'll hear the ignition. Push it back in, and we, at about 1 microamp, the ignition shuts off. Looks like there's a sweet spot on the way in where you actually get a little more out of it. When you have it all the way fully seated, it runs around 4, 3.8 to 4. That's how you check them.